Oh, oh, hey, it's Friday. It is Friday. Everybody say it's Friday. Everybody say it's Friday. Repeat after me. I want to see it in the chat. Say it is Friday. Everybody say happy Friday. I got my water. Okay. What's up, everybody? Man, y'all ready for an incredible show tonight? Me, the ladies, and myself. Man, we about to tear this place up with this narc. We about to paint the wall something terrible and put the narc's name all over it. Yes, we will. Okay, we got the first contestant on the narc.
Hey guys.
What's up, China doll?
Hey, what's going on?
Feeling? How are you feeling up in here tonight?
Awesome as usual.
Awesome. Can I say? I'm gonna say something my daughter used to say. Awesome sauce.
Yes.
My baby. That was my baby. How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? This is the new TV, y'all. Whether y'all know it or not. What's up, Karen? Val in the house. What's up, Linda Rose? Linda, how was Barbados? Yes, indeed. What's going on, family? Facts 100. Beautiful butterflies in the house. Boy, oh boy. What's up, Andrea Davis? Josie Ferry, come on in. I see you, Andrea. Wow. Kimberly Ortiz, China in the chat. Yes, indeed. What's up, my man, Will? What it do, Will? How you feel, champ? Blinders off in here. Yeah. Mikey. What's up, Beth? Janet Cross. What you laughing about back there?
Because Will said, hey, China. He said, I'm just going to start laughing now.
There you go. Danita Joe. How you feel, Danita? You got a song for us? Blinders off. What's up, Blinders off? My main man, JBE 162.
Yes.
What's happening, champ? How you feel? Is everything all right? I know he is a music producer. And if you're into the music thing and need a beat, some songs composed, studio work, man, y'all better hit Mark up. Yes, you better.
Yes.
Better hit him up. Because that's what we do. What's up, Val? Andrea, Janet Cross in the building. What's up, Honeybee Lee? Latuba. That is a Hawaiian name. Yeah. Did I get everybody? Almost. Y'all having a good old conversation. What's up, Elaine B? What's up, Beth Mikey? I see you, Edith. Honeybee. Val. Librarian. Literally. What's up, Lori? Lori Bryan. Sheila. What's up, Sheila? Keisha. What it do, Keisha? Franklin's in the house. What's up, Trisha? Robin Hill. Lady Michelle. Whoa. See? That. You fired, man. You are. Ooh, boy, oh boy. Y'all see that? The phone just took over.
You fired it last Friday.
It's fired again tonight. And I'm docking your pay. My. What's up, Holly? Keisha Spady in the house. Rachel Wooten. What's up, Stanley? I see you. Jay Waters in the building. There go Kanita. Conversations with Kanita. Conversing with Kanita. Okay, there we go. Cross came through. Speed Riders in the house. What's up, Holly? How y'all feeling tonight? Nate Michelle and the crew moving in silence. Whoa! I like how you did that. Y'all got some creative ways to keep me from figuring out how to pronounce your name in here. But I did it. I broke that code. What's up, Sheila? How y'all feeling in here this evening, good people? Tanya Sparks in here. Well, I remember when I was little, my mother used to say, "Mama, I would knock sparks from you, boy." How do you knock sparks from somebody?
Keisha need a link.
You need it again? You put it in there again. Okay. Bing. There you go, Keisha. I was wondering where you was at. Like, where Keisha at, man? She didn't get the last little sandwich in or something. Little squats left to go. What's up, Audrey? There you go, Val. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Rachel Wooten and the crew. Shawnee. There you go. Name share. There she go. Got inside with love. There she go. Boy. Man, oh man. That's what we talking about, y'all. That's what we talking about. Queen B. What's up, Shawnee? Everybody hit that like button. There go Sid Thom. There you go. What's up, Brenda? Yeah. Social life. I see you. Come on through. There she go. There she go. Illuminating manuscripts came through.
Hello, everyone.
Hey. Is life good as it should be?
Yes.
Look, before we get started, I just want to say thank you to Connie Barnes. Yes, indeed. Sponsorship.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, are y'all ready for Friday night?
Yes.
Are y'all ready for Friday night? Me, well, the ladies and myself, we are about to bring you and empower you. Did you hear me? We are about to empower you this evening.
Yes.
We're going to start off with a like hit. Hit that like. Because we are going to empower you in here this evening. And we got a couple topics we're going to touch on. Just a touch. You did? We got to touch on because, you know, Keisha had a good one. We're going to go to that one second because the first one we're going to do is we're going to start out with he that laughs last laughs best. Boy, oh boy. How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about that last laugh, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all feel? Let's get the fire started. And let's talk.
That last laugh happened when you walk away, when they are still stepping in a poo-poo that they created, and you walk away from it completely. They wanted you to kind of have some footprints in the poo-poo so they can triangulate and, make their narrative work and stuff. But if you just completely walk away from that stuff, you got the last laugh. They can't explain it. Like, they got to come up with a new story.
I think the last laugh is when that new situation started to fail and they ass can't come back. That's the last laugh.
Well, question to both of y'all. And I know y'all can remember this one vividly. Do you remember? Don't you remember when the narc was laughing at us?
Yeah.
Yep.
And they was laughing like Man, the narcissist laughed at us like, I ain't ever gonna need you for nothing again, ever.
Yeah.
And it was they were full of themselves. They
Say
were
what?
all the way tied up, all the way in, all the way. I don't need you, and I ain't never. Oh, don't worry about it. I ain't ever gonna need you. Never, ever, ever, never again. So you ain't got to worry about it. Is that you, my main man? Say this for David. Thanks, sir. Thanks for being responsive, man, David. Appreciate the love, champ. Yeah, I remember, man. I mean, it's cold too. It's cold. It's cold the way they'll sit there and just, like, nah, no, no, please, just accept what I've told you. Just be over it. I don't want you. Oh boy. And it's a joke to them.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When they're doing it, it's a joke to them, like, oh yeah, look at you. Yeah, I crushed you. Look at you, just shattered. You're hurt. Oh,
Yeah.
man, too bad. I just don't want you anymore. It's that's life. Just be over it. And I'm saying it like that because it's actually a lot worse than that, guys.
It is.
It's a lot worse. And I'm bringing this point to y'all tonight because I want you. I want you to remember. I want you to remember because that narc is coming back. Okay, they're coming back. I just want you to remember when they left, how they left everything, how they left it in shambles, how they thought it was a joke. It was funny. It was amusement. You were one of their joke.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How they laughed about how that reactive abuse at the end, where they told everybody you was crazy. But the funniest thing of it all that I got the biggest laugh out of is when these people use your childhood to tear you down and you use it to build yourself back up. They
Mm.
weren't prepared for that.
Yep.
Woo. We're not prepared for it. We'll never be prepared. Listen, guys, we don't talk about this much.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it tonight.
And there's not a low like that. There is
narc.
no. Go ahead. Sorry.
See, the worst thing that ever happened to a narcissist is you not being destroyed, you moving in your purpose, you getting over them. Oh my God, you are talking about total destruction.
Yeah.
Total destruction. There is no coming back for a narcissist. Guys, I know that they are experts. And I respect that part of the game. They are experts at delusion and illusion.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to create an illusion that you will believe for years to come. When you hear about how far down the narc has gone, how far down they have fallen, you're not even going to believe it. You won't even believe it because, guys, I don't know. And I'm saying for me, one side of this that I have not studied myself was why we are why we believe everything that has to do with them. We for some reason we believe that it was all good. I don't know why we've just totally adopted that. No, man, they doing good and their life is so healthy and they've gone off and they're enjoying this new healthy relationship with someone else, and I mean, we really believe that. No matter what I'm sitting there saying it to you every night that ain't true, and we don't believe that, even though we bring proof nightly that it ain't what you think. For some reason, man, we believe that the narc is living it up, and we believe they're living their best life, and we literally have no proof or no evidence. It's totally it's just based on, if they left me, they had to have left me for something better than me. That and what you don't get about that is that, guys, that's what you would do. That's not what they do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They did not destroy this situation. They didn't destroy their family and relationship to go to someone to get it together, to go to someone to love them forever after. Do y'all hear that? When a narcissist, y'all want to make them run and scream and cry, tell them, hey, look, you're gonna have to be in love forever, without any hiccups or anything. And you know, when you're gonna find a narc really coming out of somebody is when you talk to them about things like being able to be consistently happy for the rest of your life. See, they're gonna make sure you understand. Nah, everybody had problems, man. You know, that's a fairy tale. No. Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of work. They're gearing you up. They're telling you are going to be the one doing all the work. You're going to be working. I'm going to be over here destroying this relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything you do, they're gonna make you make one step forward, they're gonna pull you two back. That's the plan, so you can never meet their goals that they set for you. So they can always have you fighting for something that you can never have. They know, and that's your love. You're trying to love them over everything. And your love is the forgiveness for the affairs. Your love is the forgiveness for the lies. The love is the forgiveness for the abuse. And as long as they can keep you loving them, they can keep on fooling you. And that's what their plan is to keep fooling you until they can't. Mm-hmm. And that's when they leave. That's when they run off to someone else. We think that they have time to plan and vet these people. When they see that it's no longer working on you, they go on with the first thing that wink. And that's just that. That person is not better. That person just don't know them. And that's what they're running to. Yeah.
And they don't have any respect of persons. And the main thing that we have to understand when dealing with these people, like, we were deceived. Like, deceived and being lied to are two different things. Like, we believed the lie. So we have to go all the way back to what is causing us to believe lies, because that's the root of everything. Is something is causing us to want to believe lies. Like, we knew some flags, but then we start lying to ourselves. Like, oh, well, you know, I don't want to judge people. I don't want. What caused that? Because our self-worth should have been at a standard to where we wasn't going to tolerate cheating. Like, everybody don't cheat, but somewhere along the lines, like, we started to believe a lie. Like, yeah, people do cheat. I know my mom told me everybody cheats. She said every man cheat. So when, you know, starting out in relationships and marriages, once they start cheating, it's like, well, everybody cheat. I guess we'll get over it, you know. It was like so much misinformation growing up that we start to believe certain things that we tolerate that's like beneath the standard. So then getting to the standard is like going to a top of the mountain for us. And we never make it there if we don't change that mentality. We'll stay at the bottom, keep going around the mountain with bottom feeders. Narcissists are bottom feeders. Like, they really pretty much have given themselves over to the devil. Like, hey, just use my body, whatever. And we really should not have been with them. Like, they only do what they are designed to do. That's steal, kill, destroy.
That's it.
Yeah.
Every single day, man. And we find ourselves, you know, dealing with all the carnage after years of this kind of abuse, man. And a lot of y'all ask yourselves the same question the rest of us ask ourselves, like, man, why are you putting up with this? Why did you put up with so much for so long, for so little? Guys, we wanted it. And that's how they got us.
Yeah.
That's how they got us, because we were pursuing what we want, not what we need. We knew it was not what we needed.
Yeah.
No, I want this, and I'm gonna sacrifice. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I'm gonna make this work. How are you going? I want you to ask yourself that mentally. How are you going to make something work by yourself
Yeah.
with somebody who is not participating?
See, but that's the thing. We don't know that we're trying by ourselves. We are sold an illusion that they are trying when they ain't doing shit. I would always say to him, well, you need to change. He said, I am changing. It's you that's not changing. So they convince you that it's you that's not changing, and you're just not meeting them because they already changed. You're just not meeting them where they are, which is they never do anything to fucking change. They just sit there in their ways, bitter ass people who just get by in life. That's all they know. That's all they do. I couldn't imagine being in survival mode all my damn life until I die. That's the worst way to live. And it's damn sure going to be the worst way to die, because that's all you're going to be remembered for. They don't have no accolades or no growth or progression in their life that anybody, if they were to die today, the only thing a person can talk about is how good of a friend or bad of a person they were. Nothing else outside of that. No education, no accolades, no children that want to speak up for them or anything.
Ooh, that's a cold place to be. Y'all done
Yeah.
been to a funeral before, and they ain't really had nothing to say about the person. You know, ain't nobody want to stand up and say nothing. Everybody was just like, okay, is it over? Is we going to the repast? I mean, like, what is it to say? Especially for those that was dirty. Especially for those that were dirty. Now, don't get me wrong. You'll have some flying monkey here and there, depending on, how, I guess, depending on maybe the age and if they still in contact, but they're going to keep a flying flunky around them somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to keep that. So, they'll always have somebody that will at least speak, on their behalf to say something. Maybe not in front of people, but somebody that's still trying to hold that dream together. But the reality is, when they're gone, man, don't nobody miss them.
No.
Nobody miss that. The biggest thing I think that we go through and will go through, I think the biggest issue that we will go through, guys, is the finalization that comes with a person being deceased, and that person never, not even on their deathbed, never admitting to you that, you know what, you really were this, or you did that, and I appreciated you, and you're sitting there right there holding their hand, waiting for that last breath, like, wow, you really not gonna say nothing. And they'll look at you, and say something you like, man, I always hated you. They're gonna leave you hanging. It ain't be what you think, man. It's not gonna be one of those situations where they like, hey, they having a moment to, this is our last moment together, let me get it together. No, it's not gonna be that. It's gonna be, man, I don't know why I wasted my life with you.
Yeah.
They want to crush you. even though they are laying on their deathbed. Guys, people. Look, I think last week we was talking about planning a funeral amongst narcs. I meant that. Y'all better have y'all affairs in order. I just watched it. I literally just watched it in my own family. I literally watched it. You better watch whoever you have in charge of your life that's going to put you away. I'm telling you, because that person has total power. They have they have control over the entire situation, and no one in your family will be able to step up, walk in, and just be able to do the right thing. No. And I watched, good gracious, man. I had to watch one of my cousins that I love dearly. But, her father passed, and the stepmother was dangling in her face, what parts of his life she was going to tell in the obituary, like, look, this is your last chance. This is your last chance to apologize or whatever, however you feel to be able to have your name in this program. Can you imagine? You already dealing with the passing of your father, your parent. And now you got somebody teasing you at the funeral. Guys, and I'm saying, because good God, I got a story for it. Good God. I've seen it. I've been there. And I remember the same thing. I remember the same thing when my daughter passed. I remember, I'm going to keep telling y'all this story. I was not invited to the funeral.
Oh my gosh.
Her mother, and in all honesty, you would have thought that I would have learned my lesson right there, right? You would think. I didn't learn. I still was out there believing and trusting people and thinking that, oh no, man, one day, they'll get it together.
Sure.
Everybody isn't that way. I was believing the same lie they try to tell us out here in the regular world. No, man, everybody's not like that. Dirty people out here.
Yeah. And that's why when they're on their deathbed, they say the things that they say, because that's that last swift kick in the ass they're going to give you, because they know that their last words going to leave a lasting impression and you can never confront them again about it. So they're going to leave you with that parting gift of fucking you over. And the reason they do that stuff on their deathbed is because they looking at you like, how fucking dumb are you to still be here after all I've done to you? They know you still naive. They know you still care. And so they're going to continue to abuse you. They still need somebody to abuse while they on their deathbed. It don't stop there, because they know where they're going. They know they're going to hell, and they might as well go out with a bang. And that's exactly what they do. These people don't care about nobody, not even themselves, because I would spend my last moments praying, begging God to forgive me instead of saying nasty things to people before I leave. Like I said, I have a sister who's on the brink of death. She has that machine that helps pump, blood to her heart. And she's still around here doing dirty shit, conniving shit, fraud, everything, because these people don't care. They care about what they're going to have here. They don't give a fuck about what's going to happen afterwards. And that's what I fear. I don't fear nothing here. I fear what's on that other side, the unknown, when I leave here. And I'm going to make sure that I make it to heaven. I don't care what these people do to my body. when I'm gone, because my soul is going to be with my maker and theirs is going to be with theirs. People going to do your body dirty. They don't care. I don't care about this body. It was borrowed. God loaned this to us. We're here for a short period of time. It's loaned. It's, it's loaned to us. So if they kick, shit, spit, set me on fire, I don't care, because I'm not going to feel it no way. If that's what they get off on, then let them have that. And that's something they evil ass got to live with to the day they die, not me.
Mm-hmm. And they have, it's a book, actually. It might be helpful for some people, but it's called the Screw Tape Letters, and it was like by C.L. Lewis, and it's something that probably haven't really been out there that much, but it say a lot about narcissism. It's actually a letter where a deity like Wormwood is like talking to the nephew. Now these are demons, so it's talking to the demon that has infected the narcissist, and it's telling like all of the different strategies. Like wormwood is mentioned in the Bible and Revelation, but it's like bitterness. It usually bring death and all of that stuff, decay. But it talks about how the narcissist is like, okay, it's making that contact. It's knowing when to smile. It's knowing when to laugh. It's getting that person to react. Okay, they got them now. They got them to relax, let down their guard. They don't know that, just in a little bit that they're going to betray them. They're going to stab them in the back. The narcissist smirk. Like it's showing what this thing is causing. Like the narcissist, they abandon themselves. So it's causing the narcissist to do this. It's like pretty much operating through their body. But the narcissist made up in their mind. They made up their mind. And this happens at a young age. Even with teenagers, they literally make up their mind and say, I like doing bad things. I'm going to keep doing bad things. No one is going to tell me different. God will have to just accept it. So at some point, God turns them over. When it say they turn them over to a reprobate mind, they literally have a destroyed mind to where they cannot come back to God. They don't even know how to do it because they just said, Satan, here's my contract. Boom, prick, blood. There you go. That's what they did. So when we encountered these people, we looking at them like, oh, this was a person. This was like our mate. This was somebody. No, they was a demonic assignment. Whether they was your parent, whether they was your mate, whether they was a child, whoever, you probably had a call on your life, and interacting with one of these beings inside of this meat suit was a demonic assignment to destroy and eradicate your life and your bloodline. Because that's all they go for. They don't bring anything good. You get a couple laughs probably that you create, and that's it. Everything else is a lie and a delusion and a deception. And once you come out of that deception, find out what lie that you are believing, whether it's you're not worthy of love, whether it's like this is the best I can get, whether it's I'm getting too old, there's not much out there, whether it's like whatever it is. There is some lie that is believable that keep your emotions stuck in a pattern of the cycle with the abuser. And that's what you have to find out, because these things that we got a whole America, the world is full of narcissism. That spirit is just released. Here. You can inhale it.
We just get addicted to the highs and lows. They keep us on the highs and lows, and that's what we are addicted to. Because, so even when you going through that no contact, just some type of, even to us, some type of contact, even if they respond nasty to us, it makes us feel good, makes us feel like they're talking to us. So we're addicted. That's what we're addicted to. And I want to talk about this last laugh thing. It's funny that they do think that when they leave, they're never gonna need you again, and all these people that they recruit to help destroy you, them end up being the same people that turn around and have that last laugh with your ass on them, because they have to turn around and go to these same people to try to get you back. And that's what's happening in my situation. But that man can never grace my doorstep ever. And he know this. Imagine being in the same state with somebody probably 20 minutes away, and you got to call over 200 miles away to try to get somebody to talk to me because you can't even come to my doorstep or call my phone.
Yep.
And that's what they respect. They respect. See, guys, you're not going to have them pretend to like you and respect you.
Mm-hmm.
One or the other. Either they're going to pretend that they like you, or they will respect you. And that was a case of respect right there. See, when a narc has to call you from somebody else's phone, from one of those
the burner phones.
One of those what do you call
Google number.
Burner phones.
Google number and text now apps.
Right.
They got the burner phones, no tracing.
Level of respect, right? That's the narc respect on your name. When they know they cannot call you from their phone. See, that's a level of respect, guys, because they know, okay, I can't run this nonsense on this person anymore because they don't block my phone. You don't block my number. See, that is considered a total diss. That is a total diss. That is something that this person will work for the rest of their lives to get you back. Because what you not gonna do, you ain't gonna make me look crazy and make me have to go through a third party to call nobody. I done ran all types of games on you. And that's where they get so caught up in their arrogance.
Yeah.
They're like, it starts to make them crash. It's just gonna send them in one direction until they totally crash and burn. That, oh wow, I cannot run this game on you no more. And guys, I understand when you initially come and start watching the channel, you might still be dealing with the person. But see, after you've been there for a while, after you've been here for a little while, you're not going to be able to just be comfortable going home to that every day, sitting next to that every night, sleeping next to somebody that's doing all of this stuff. You already got the cheat code. So no, it's not even you don't even have a legitimate reason to just say, you know what, I'm going to just take it. I'm going to just sit here and take this because, I don't know what to do. Because you here, you know what to do. There's nothing being left on the table.
No.
You know what to do. And and guys, that's the reason why we end up being in so much pain later. You don't know what to do and you refuse to do it.
Yes, sir.
That is going to be, and guys, that's the pain that we all actually feel at the end.
Yeah.
That's the pain we all feel at the end. I'm going to tell y'all, sometimes we be wanting to get into the relationship stuff, but for me, I kind of try to shy away from it now. And as much trash as I talk about relationship stuff, but when it gets serious, I'd rather shy away from it because my thing is, man, I so desperately, and this might just be me, I so desperately want to see good relationships that I start realizing, like, man, maybe they only exist in my head.
They do.
Seriously, and that's why I'll just shy away from it because when you start having a conversation, it starts turning into just a complaining match. You know what I'm saying? And when I see people, friends and family and people going through stuff in their relationships, and especially if they was married, man, I don't even want to talk to them. And I know that they need to talk to me, but I don't even want to talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
I had to tell them what they got to do, because I really want them to make it.
Yeah,
I do. I really want them to make. And I'm like, well, let's give it some time. I'm literally still repeating the same thing. I don't even go after the situation like, nah, man, that's a narc. You got to leave that joker alone. I don't even go in that direction. Right away, I'll be like, man, no, I don't want to see you that. I don't want to see you with somebody like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
The minute you say narcissist, a person gonna turn away because people think that word is so overused and that everybody calling everybody that. So now you have to say toxic. And I mean, so many people that are not afraid to tell you, well, tell me, if you get involved with me, this is gonna be toxic. They tell you this. I'm telling you.
That's terrible.
Yes, I was just told this a few days ago. He said, "Oh yeah, there's gonna be some TV." He's like, "Yeah." Oh,
So hold it. So explain to me, what does that look like? This is going to be toxic.
That looked like a word that they just learned. Like, oh, the little narc just learned the word. That's what they did because they like to say that. Like even in court, it was like, oh, she's just toxic. She's toxic. Like,
then,
please,
you know, when
have
they
the diagnosis, like, please, like, really.
This person was drinking, so I was listening. Hey, that liquor sell it all, boy. Put everything on the table. I'm like, It was so much going on that night. I couldn't wait for that dinner to end. But I know the cousin was on the date too. And I think the girl think he liked me or something. And they had like the worst argument ever. I said, yeah. No. No.
That's right. You sitting there just like, look, man, why can't we just have fun? Why this gotta be this? Come on, y'all. Can we just have fun? Just have a nice night out. Even if this don't work out, can we at least just have a nice time?
It's in the air. They didn't release this CERN. Blame it on CERN. Like they didn't release the narc particles.
It's a badge of honor.
I'm gonna tell you, for real, guys. Yeah, I know I've had some horrible dates too. I'm the type of person that I think when I got divorced, I vowed. I literally vowed to myself, I'm not gonna have a bad date, or I'm not gonna go on, set things and not enjoy myself. The moment it's no longer enjoyable, I am going to explain that to the person courteously and give them the reason that I am not staying on this date or whatever we doing. Because that is just something that I feel that I gave too much of in my life, too much of my time to continue to just deal with stuff like that and be trying to help people and try to deal with their mess. And I've had that, I have dealt with some mess, y'all. I have dealt with some mess on a couple of occasions,
man.
And I'm telling y'all, man, it literally some certain. I remember one specific time though, things really almost got really ugly, and I was like, man, this cannot be. These people in this world, especially people dating you, it's like you can't be serious. You're an adult and you think like that? Are you serious? And people have the right to think how they think.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, guys, I'm 55 years old.
Mm-hmm.
This may have been, I might have been 52, on this date. I guess about 3-4 years ago. So I might have been 51. Anyway, man, I'm teasing y'all with it, but it's like this really right here. So I'm just like, when you're not ready to date, y'all, just don't. That's all. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
And if you know that you kind of caught off guard with something, just you know what, I wasn't even thinking like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what was on my mind, and
if you have to be a therapist or a psychologist or any of that stuff on your date, That's it. This
Yeah,
is where we depart. Like
yeah.
you should never have to do that. That is it. That's the flag. That should be the all waving flag right there.
See, but they not giving you all of that no more. This dude, he was all of 40 years old. And this dude said, I said, how many kids you got? He said, you ain't gonna believe me. I said, try me. He said 11. I
Oh
almost
my
died.
Yeah, they do that.
I said, Dad,
They
I said,
do that.
how many baby mamas? He said 7. He said, if I find something I like, I'm putting a baby in it. That's what he said.
Oh my God.
That dude stay in court. He stay in court. He does.
I don't care.
He stays right there. He in court. And he-
That's too much. I always get this pity. I'm just like, I'm good.
Somehow, so he just dated a 21-year-old because he wanted something young. He said, "Oh no," he said that one took me for a ride. He said she was twerking her ass every.
Oh my God.
Man, I tell you, I think that when I got divorced, you know what though? I think when you initially get divorced, that's not a good time to date because that's what I did.
Yeah.
Y'all, before y'all get there, I did it so you don't have to. But I remember just being so, and I think I'm still that way, to be honest with y'all. I just remember being so rigid about what this has to be because I realized, you know, hey, look, I'm 50. I done crossed the 50-yard line. So one thing I don't have is, you know, another 20, 30 years to just blow with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking for the red flags right away. Like, hey, let's get that taken care of right there. Because I don't need to be because guys, to me at my age, at this point now, knowing what I know, it would be embarrassing for me to be out here and all heartbroken on here telling y'all how heartbroken I am and whatnot and feeling type of way. So I'm like, nah, man, no. I'm gonna tell you a lesson that I learned, but it ain't gonna be no, you know, no. Well, not if I can control it. And I've been doing pretty good. And I think it's because I don't put the value on relationships that I used to at one time. At one time, a relationship was everything.
Yeah.
Life. It absolutely was life. And I think now relationships are something that I look at as this is something that people earn. It's not something you just walk around passing out. You know, it's not just like I got some hard, rigorous test for people because that's not it either. But it is to be earned. You know, you have to be respected. And a lot of times if somebody says something nice to us, we kind of let our guard down. Yeah. I do. You know, I just say something nice to me. Hey, man, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I want to say something nice to you back. You know what I'm saying? But I guess you got to keep that all in context.
Yeah.
Keep it in context because if you don't, then you know, you already know. Oh, man. Go ahead.
I thank God for that liquor that he had because he looked like very sneaky and like he probably could have pulled one on me and I would have had to walk away from that situation because he looked like he's really good at what he do, but that liquor told it all. And
that's probably what it did. That liquor was probably what gave him the courage to talk like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said something, and this is how y'all know they don't care. They sleep with a lot of people. He was like, I was like, damn, you probably got a disease or something. You know, I'm always bring that up. I'm big on that. And this man said, hey, it's because they call that the Quad Cities here. And because it's the Illinois side and the Iowa side. It's 2 cities on each side. So he was like, if you slept with one person, you slept with 15 others. Yes, he said everybody's sleeping with everybody.
I think that's every city though.
Yeah,
Every city. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I think that ain't nothing new. I don't think y'all got the patent on that one. You know, you go to any major, any small, especially them small towns. What they're doing is they getting around tonight in your city, wherever you at. There's some people going at it right now. Yes, they are. My man, Lawless. Thank you, sir, for that super chat. Appreciate you getting us started here this evening. Said, my son told me he believes he understands why mommy left. Wow. He says relationships can be boring. Wow. And she told him that I was chasing her. You know what? My I think my daughter's mother said that about me. Like, I left him. He asked me to marry him. I did too. I asked him. I was like, "We're gonna get married. You pregnant? Shoot, you ain't gonna leave me alone. Let's get married, baby. I'm gonna do the right thing." I was a good guy. And I loved her. I cared about her. I was infatuated with her. At least I was infatuated with her body. Okay, I'm gonna say, tell the truth, shame the devil. Okay, that was it. That's who it was. That's what it was. But hey, I was young. I was 18. You know what I'm saying? I was 18.
Yeah.
And yes, she bragged years about that. How she used to tell my daughter that I left your father. So that was her flex in life. I left him, right? Okay, that's their flex.
Who cares? And it's always the ones who always talking about they left somebody, the bitter one. If you left somebody, what the fuck you so bitter for, dumbass? It's like, come on, people be falling for that. People do not use their common sense. It's like that's because they looking for gossip and looking for something to feel about you just to justify how they've been feeling all along. Because the stuff that these people say don't even make sense whatsoever, but people fall for it because they love gossip.
Yes, yeah. And they in the Lululand. And the biggest setback that happened, like, it is mainly idolatry when you look at it. Like, when you get in one of these type of situations, you're gonna have an idolatry issue, and that's something you're gonna have to work out with God. Because either you put a relationship before what he say do, or you put a marriage, like the ideal marriage or the ideal life, or however somebody made you feel that felt really, really good, then you can idol yourself. But that's usually the issue, is the idolatry. So you got to reconnect first with God. You got to find out who you are and get your identity, because they didn't stole it. So once you reconnect with who you are, you can start getting that clarity back in your mind. Because the narcissist, they gone. Like, somebody had asked, why can't they repent? They don't want to. Like, God did try. He tried all the time. My brother recreated the Bible. I don't even know. He said, I don't even know how he came up with anything that come out of his mouth. But they recreated, like, well, I'm going to be able to, tell God what I'm doing, and he going to let me in someplace. And you just be looking like, what are you talking about? But that's how they think. Like, they mind is always going a million miles a minute, and it's not in reality.
No,
they jump from topic to topic, and a lot of the stuff they don't blurt out their mouth. I see it in practice, but they won't blurt it out their mouth because they know it's not socially acceptable.
Right.
But if you knew what went on in their head, it's not reality. They're not looking at you like, oh, I love you, or I feel a certain kind of way about you. No, they're looking like, I need a place to stay because it's cold outside. So I'm going to tell this one. I want to go over here. Oh, they look good. I'm going to do that real quick. But then I got to eat some food. Oh, this one can cook. So I'm going to go over here because I'm hungry, or I'm going to need some credit, or I want to show my friends this car. They got their Benz. Let me get with them, razzle dazzle them. That's how they think at all times.
You know what, too? That's something that I wanted to touch on tonight as well. Today I was actually having this thought about exactly what you just said, which is, that narc really did not want us. It's hard as it is for us to really accept that somebody only wanted you for the way they were going to use you.
That ain't hard for me to accept.
It was for me. It was. I mean, it honestly it was because, and I say it was because, you know, the person pressed the issue so hard. They, you know, determined, they putting you in all types of guilt trips. Oh, you just trying to leave, and you just trying to this, and you just, oh, you just gonna be a player. You just, you know, you don't want to be this, and you don't want us to have the family. And you, I mean, they just run game on you, and they're running game in a way whereas you believe, okay, well, I mean, you saying all this, you sure this is what you want? And we literally have the audacity to ask the question from someone who we obviously aren't getting along with the way we are supposed to before we get married. We're sitting there like, well, maybe that's just how they grew up and they don't know any better. So that's why they act out like that. And maybe they act out like that because, you know, because they were abused when they were younger and they were a child. So that's why, you know, they lash out the way they do. And the more we feel sorry for them, the more excuses we make for their behavior, the more excuses we make for our behavior and sticking with them. Because we had the option at all times to say, hey, you know what? This doesn't feel good. And you know, the sad part to me was it didn't feel good to me. It didn't feel good. The relationship didn't feel like one that this is, you know, this is it. But because I'm listening, because I was young. It's like listening to a nursery rhyme. You're young and, you know, I didn't know nothing. I was stupid. I thought I knew everything. And I didn't know nothing. Because, guys, and that's most of our experience. You don't know. You don't know because you haven't experienced it. This person telling you everything that they think they got to tell you. And we believe in it because we like, why you lie? You ain't got to lie. But that's who the narc is. They lying. They do got to lie. They do have to lie. They have to lie because if they didn't lie, you would not feel for them the way you do. And you would not look at them the way you do. You would immediately be like, all right.
See, but Harry-O, he never told me too much outside of what I already knew, other than his mom was on drugs and stuff like that. So he knew I was the goofiest of goofies.
Right, no,
ask questions.
No, you were not goofier than me. No, you're not taking that one from me. Okay.
I never asked no questions about nothing about past relationships, about the childhood, none of that. So he couldn't guilt trip me as far as you say, well, my childhood was this, or he never said you're gonna leave me like everybody else, because I never asked him and he never got in depth about his childhood. I just knew what I knew growing up and what I saw. And I still didn't feel sorry for him because I felt like I went through way worse. But now knowing what I know about this stuff, he the type of person, he had some deep down stuff happen to him that's embarrassing that he didn't want to share. And I do believe that he may have been molested because he kind of touches on that, but steer away from it. And it kind of pushes me towards that's what happened to him.
Hold it. You just said a word that took me right to the same exact place. Because they don't say specifically something happened. They elude to make you think something happened. And the whole time, all of it probably was a lie. I'm saying that because I went through the exact same thing. It's like you keep eluding like something big and something, but won't say it. And we try not to be nosy because we looking at them like obviously they feel some type of way about talking about that. So they never revealed, and they just left it up to us to think. Because I thought the same exact thing. I was like, somebody must have did something to her. And she just don't say who it is.
Mm-hmm.
In my experience, like I've been with way too many narcissists. It would be pretty embarrassing if I wasn't like in this healing stage, because I actually knew like by week 2 that this dude was a narcissist. But and that's just been the pattern. But in my experience, whether it was relational or family or however, the narcissist usually in that situation when they were younger, if they were messed with or however before, they became the predator as a
Yep.
kid. And so oftentimes they don't want to talk about it in depth because they messed with their siblings after something happened with them, or they messed with their cousins, or they did foul things. And that's been in my experience, just kind of witnessing in my own home, and
Yeah.
then kind of seeing it play out like clinically what they talk about in their history. So that's like a huge shame thing that kind of made them abandon themselves, because they just recreated themselves. Because once that came out, their parents already were probably narcissists, but usually the family kind of turn on them, so they got to reinvent themselves to be the funny person or the bully or however they got to be, and they just continue those false identities throughout life.
Yeah. And you know what? I believe we all um took on an identity that was not ours. Just like they took on one, I believe we did too. Because the abuse that I've been through, that wasn't me. Me being healed, I'm not that person. I'm that child that was abused, and I'm not the person that I was to that narcissist. I'm a whole new person. I think I found who I'm supposed to be. None of that was my identity, because it allowed for other stuff to happen in my life that this person who I am now will not go back to, and will not allow that to happen. So I think we all took on a false identity and claimed it as our own. And this is my identity. This is who I am now. I found me.
Wow.
In every defense mechanism, everyone that they list, that's a false identity. It's a fake soul that you make up to kind of protect yourself, whether it's overachieving, whether it's perfectionism, whether it's numbing, whether it's deflecting or lying or projecting. Everyone is a fake soul or persona or demonic personality that you put in place to keep you together, like your brain kind of does it, so you can still go through life. But it's still something that you got to heal from, and then you got to get to those truths so you can come out of agreement with your own lies. That's the only way the cycle stops. Because you might just be a funny hysterical kid inside of there. You won't know if the pain started at a young age. Whenever that pain or that trauma really started to take root, that's usually where you got to start to like do that groundwork and heal and find out who you really are.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, that's what this really is all about, y'all. Going deeper and getting into those spaces to uncover a truth that we couldn't see before.
Yeah.
Uncovering that truth that we did, that we would just kept walking past it and walking past, and day by day, in and out in your life, you keep walking past it like if it ran head on to you, just wouldn't see it until you were in a mental position that you could see it. While you're with this devil, your life is in total darkness. You're in turmoil every single day. And one thing I realized that I've said years ago, man, that keeps you in turmoil is you being inquisitive and asking that one question, why? If you
Yeah.
ever ask this devil why, man, it's almost like going to a judge and he sentencing you to 10 years in prison, and you be like, Your Honor, can you give me 50? Because if you ask why they did something, not only is it going to keep you in that space longer, it's letting that narc know, oh, you don't get it yet. You don't understand this. You don't understand what you're going through. I can keep spinning this record because you don't understand what you're doing. You don't understand what you in.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get out. You're not going to get away until you see something. You gotta have a breakthrough. And I'm saying that's all of us.
Yeah.
Everybody who is on the other side, you got to a point where you made a breakthrough.
Yeah.
Heard something, you saw something, something happened, and you said, whoa, what am I doing? What am I doing? You got to a place where you said, what am I doing? You stop looking at what they're doing.
Yep.
Because they're not going to stop.
No.
One thing about a narc, they're going to be consistent. When you get to that place and you start saying, whoa, man, what are you doing? You get in front of that mirror and say, whoa, what are you doing?
Yep.
You just let this person, you just gave somebody that did not deserve. You just gave them X amount of years of your life. You gave a devil. You gave some trash.
Yeah.
You gave them life.
Yeah.
And guys, our biggest problem is we absolutely refuse. We absolutely refuse to see the value that we have in this world, man. We refuse to see it. We just look at it like, well, I don't really bring a lot to the table. We do. That's how we see ourselves. Like he was saying a minute ago, Lawless was saying, about being boring. Well, I'm kind of boring, and we're not even knowing that a boring life is the best life you ever gonna have. Guys, if you're ever privileged a boring life, if ever, because guess what a boring life is?
Peace.
Is peace. Number one is
Peace.
Number one is peace.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, listen, you ain't sitting around here wondering, looking over your shoulder all day.
Man.
Wondering if somebody cheating on you, somebody lying to you. You ain't wondering about none of. Can you imagine a life with someone that ain't lying to you, ain't cheating on you, ain't dogging you, ain't cursing you, won't talk crazy to you?
In this dating age, I can't imagine.
Can you imagine? And that's what I'm saying. We do not understand the value that we bring to the table. We don't understand the value of boring. Guys, boring means that you're going to be home on time. Boring means you're going to do what you said you was going to do. Boring means you ain't going to the clinic.
Yeah. That's just one of the words that they use. And I think really they're boring, but that's just one of the words that they like to use in their vocabulary, because actually, like, you usually have a lot going on. That's why they kind of chose you. Your life is just non-chaotic. It might be a productive busy. Theirs is a chaos busy. They got family members going through drama. They're going through drama. Pretty much like your whole life is consumed with their drama and their flying monkey drama and all of the people in their circle drama. And then they contact people that that's drama. And then that also becomes your drama. But you become so consumed with their stuff, they figure without all of that chaos, oh, well, you're boring. You're just going to sit at home. No, your body is saying, hey, we got to relax or else we're going to give up on you. Like, that's your own physical. But before that, like, I mean, I would consider myself like pretty productive. Like I was doing medical, I was rapping, doing a lot of music. I had a bunch of hobbies, but they just take you from all of that stuff.
They
Like
do.
they try to become you. Like one of ex, he was the recording person, the one that I got 2 children with that I was engaged to. He started taking my songs. He still got my songs. Like so, and then he can rap over my songs. I'm like, so now you're me? Like this is crazy. But that's what they do. They take your identity, run with that, and then say you're boring and you sit home because you probably just had a child. You're probably trying to navigate children now with school. Life probably changed. Like things have happened to where now you're in a role where you have to be settled. That's called being responsible. And they say, oh, that's boring. They like chaos, confusion,
Yeah.
madness, and lies. They know you're not boring.
And
They're the boring one. Like,
they take your identity because they are the type of people that dream of being the person that you are. If you're intelligent and they're not, that's something that they always dreamed of. And that's how a lot of people think that, damn, a psychologist, they could fool them. Yeah, they could fool them. You know why? Because they gaslight the shit out of them, out of their intellect, and then they adopt it and talk like you, like they know what the fuck they talking about, and then try to teach, make you think you dumb because now they done stole your words and looked up shit and learned how to use it and what it mean and think they smarter than you,
yeah,
and gaslight the shit out of you like what you saying don't make no fucking sense. And that's how they get these psychologists. That's how they get these doctors. That's how they get these lawyers. They'll tell you. One told me book smarts don't mean you know anything else. That's what one told me. He said you could be book smart all the fuck you want, but you don't know shit else. This is what this dude told me. And they will gaslight you out of that because that's something they always dreamed of. That's why they take your identity. And these people will push you so much and do so much stuff when as stuff they keep getting away with, they keep pushing and pushing and pushing. But what they doing is pushing you to that point where you waking the fuck up and seeing who you are. And that's what happened to me. I woke up one day out of the blue and said, I need to get back to me. I don't know who I am anymore. I literally said that. And that's when he had that ruh-oh moment. She's woke.
they be getting nervous too, don't they?
Yeah.
And it's based on, they connect with you based on your emotional wound, whatever your soul wound is. That's what they target. So you have to heal. If you got a narcissistic family, you're gonna have to heal from that. My issue is always like, okay, after a marriage or an engagement or relationship or whatever, like, okay, I'm back with the narcissistic family. So everything is still crazy. It's all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs there. You go there to try to eat some barbecue. Next thing you know, everybody like talking down to you. You ain't this, you're not that. Oh, that guy was this and blah, blah. It's crazy. And so you trying to like figure out, okay, well, I do like, socialize with some people, the family. So I'm gonna find somebody to bring because that makes you normal. It don't matter, if they out the street with no teeth or whatever, as long as they're there, and long as they can do something for someone in the narcosphere, they're cool with you. And so you got to heal from that. You just got to start cutting off the family. Like, nah, I'm good on y'all cookouts. Y'all crazy. Be okay with it. Now you'll be isolated, but you'll have your peace of mind. Then you can make the right choice about a partner or a mate when they come along, because it's not based off of an urgent need to like have somebody to please the narcosphere. Everybody might not have grew up in a narcosphere, but that's how it is if you did.
Oh no. You know what though? I'm thankful. I'm blessed to be able to say no. No, I didn't. I actually grew up around some incredible parents that were loving and warm, and when I got out here into the real world, it was like, whoa, hold up, whoa, you can do that?
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all, man, when you talk about somebody being green, I put my hand on the Bible. I thought that when you got married, you could not cheat. I don't know what it was. I thought it was superpowers or something happens to you or something.
Yeah.
I thought that that was something. I didn't believe that it really exists, to be honest with y'all, man.
Yeah.
I did not believe that somebody really does stuff like that.
Yeah.
Found out the hard way.
And if you're not in a narcosphere, it really would be painful because you might have just one main narcissistic situation or addiction ship, spiderweb stuff that you've been entangled in for a long time. That's dangerous. But if you like, because that's just one experience, or you might have had two experiences or maybe three. In a narcosphere, you're gonna have repeated offenders because soon as the narcosphere help that relationship. They know that this person is terrible. They gaslight you to thinking, oh, this is a wonderful person. Oh, they really love you. Da 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 da. Everything fun and games. They might be messing with them. Who knows? But then, as soon as you like with them, they're all working together to destroy your mind. Then they compete for that supply. So if it get to the point where the narc getting more, if you're the supplier source, that was me. I was the supplier source. If you're the supplier source, the funder of everything, they gonna work with the narc at first. And then if the narc getting more than you, or if they feel like they're not getting the same amount from you, they gonna destroy that.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
They're gonna destroy it anyway because what you give them is never enough. And they hate to see you have more than them. They hate to see you happy. Y'all think y'all gotta go jump out here in a fucking relationship to get back at these people? Hell no. Smile. Be happy. Live life. All you gotta do to all of y'all still in this shit, if they leave y'all or y'all leave, I'm telling you, go to the club, have some fun, live life. These motherfuckers gonna feel stupid. I'm telling you, because they feel like they the alpha and omega in your life. And when you show them that they're not, then they ass gonna feel stupid and try to come back, and don't let them back in that door, because now you pissed them off and now they out for revenge worse than ever. Because when you piss them off like that, oh, they want to hurt you worse than before. Never chase these fuckers. These fucking run away from home. I want to say they make me so mad because they are so out there that I swear to God that I'm waiting for the day for a purge. I promise you. Just give us a day. Give us I'm going hunting. I'm telling you.
They tormented, like they are tormented at all times. They hate their lives. The older ones in the family, they don't like their life.
That's how you can see it, though. That the way you know. And guys, I promise y'all, all I do is look at them. I'm telling you, everything that I'm talking about is a reflection of what I've seen them do. That's all. How could you possibly be happy, but you can think all day long, all you thinking about is how you gonna hurt somebody? Man. Guys, they don't think about how they gonna physically hurt you with their hands or something like that. No, they're thinking about how they're going to torment your mind. They are well aware that the worst pain they could bring on you is mental. So they're looking at you like, man, look, every day you're going to be surrounded. You're going to be surrounded with something worse than the plague. You're going to be around somebody that's throwing darts at everything you come up with. Every time you have a good idea, every time you're happy, you better not be too happy. You better not walk in here smiling too hard. What you say? What's going on with you? Yeah. They're going to shut that right down. Mm-hmm. Whoa, what? I want to laugh. What's so funny? Because you don't have the right. You haven't earned the right to them to just be happy, to just be enjoying your life. Because if you're enjoying your life and you with them, they know you cheating on them.
Yeah.
You walking around here happy?
Yeah.
No, listen, guys, the narc is looking at you like this. I know I ain't did nothing to make you happy. I know every day I'm doing stuff to make sure you know you won't be happy.
Yeah.
So you doing happy. You're walking around here smiling. And then after you get over them, you get out of it, and you moving forward. Yeah, they're looking at you the same way. Whoa, 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 whoa. How you do that? You don't believe in me no more? You don't believe in the boogeyman no more? You out here enjoying your life? But you think that you enjoy, because that's how you feel, guys. You feel like the boogeyman following you around. That's real.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, that's real. A lot of y'all not in that place yet because you still think the boogeyman gonna get you. I'm keeping it. This is 100 right here. You really still think some way they're gonna just jump out and they're gonna do something. They're gonna come back. They're gonna say, "Hey, here I am. Yeah, we getting back together. Yeah, it's gonna be this. Yeah, it's gonna be that." You still thinking about
cemetery? Don't do it.
Hey, I'm trying.
I went through every scenario. Don't do it. They even have a different odor too. Like they'll come back smelling like roadkill. Like it'll be different than just like the feet and all of that stuff. It'll be like actual roadkill. You'll have to air out the house. Like, what did you?
They do. They ass stink so bad. I'd rather stick my face up a pig's ass. Then endure how these people smell. I'm telling you, and a pig's ass stink.
That's crazy.
Ooh, don't let them get comfortable.
It's like you don't know where that smell come from. It's not normal. These people really do stink. It's like, damn, did you wash up 5 years ago? Not yesterday or today. It's like,
man, guys,
I'm telling you, get rough.
You really think the boogeyman is chasing you? You really start thinking this jumper gonna come up and show up somewhere.
That's like the first year, like it do, because you went through a trauma too. So your brain is sometimes you still be like hyper vigilant when you first come out of that.
Right.
So your brain like start to heal. It take about a year for them receptors to kind of regenerate. So you just like the first year, you really, really want to be caring for yourself, having that compassion, really writing stuff down. Like, what are your needs today? Looking in the mirror, how do you feel today? Doing something for yourself to get your mind off of, the narcosphere and what just happened and the trauma. Because you got to heal.
Let me say this too. You just reminded me of something. I had memory loss so damn bad in that relationship. I could look at my appointment date and walk away and forget it. Just that damn fast.
Hey, China, you ain't alone on that. Listen, when I have something to do, I tell people, listen, don't call me. You tell me something 2 weeks or a month and a half in advance, I ain't gonna be there.
Yeah.
You call me either the day before. Actually, call me the day of. The day of, because you call me the day before, I done forgot stuff the day before. I'm talking family events.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know I'm busy, but my goodness. And that's the kind of stuff that usually should stand out.
Oh, yeah.
So bad. I'll be sitting there talking to somebody, we done forgot a small word and can't remember it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Real bad.
Yeah.
But see, your fight and flight response, that's your amygdala. Some people say amygdala, I say amygdala. But your amygdala and your hippocampus, like, I know I'm saying if I'm mad, but it's usually amygdala. But the amygdala is your fear center, and your hippocampus, they both share like the same part of the brain. Now, when you with a narcissist, you always in fight or flight. So that amygdala is like enlarging, right? It's getting bigger. You fearful, you hypervigilant, your blood pressure up, like all of that stuff is going. And you got fight, flight, and freeze. But your hippocampus, that's shrinking. That's on brain scans. So, and a repair for that, like even though you do have that neuroplasticity, they say with the brain can regenerate, it's a little bit harder with those parts. not saying that it's not impossible, but you have to really work on not having stress, because that stress and fight or flight, anything that's kind of like feeding that, is going to keep that part of the brain activated, growing, and keep that memory like shrinking, the hippocampus. So that's why people have like the brain fog, or they forgetful. That fight or fight been going on for so long, it's like your brain had to adapt to your emotions. So it take time for that to like kind of adapt to you being safe, being calm, just kind of like, all right, this is cool. Like, and then doing some like memory exercises that's helpful in exercising that memory part. So you can kind of regenerate those neurons in the hippocampus.
Nikki,
But it do take that.
What does all that mean?
It means your scared part in the brain got bigger because you was with the scary boogeyman, and then the memory part of your brain got smaller, and they in the same big main part. So they share the same home or apartment in your brain, but it ain't enough room for both of them to be growing. So one got to shrink for one to grow. And then that's generally how I explain it in clinic. But I usually have a brain in a hand, and people can visually see it.
yeah.
But yeah, you got that explain all of that. So coming out of a trauma, you're gonna have that memory loss. It's gonna be like, I don't know, I forgot to pick up my kid. It's a lot.
But you know what? I didn't have memory loss growing up with a narcissistic mother. I stayed on the honor roll and stuff like that. That was never an issue for me. It was just getting in these two marriages. And I think that my mom was more neglectful than anything, but abusive, like if I did something or went against what the family secrets were, or, the scapegoat is always the truth teller. And so, that's when, other than that, she really didn't give a damn about us, like I said. But when this dude left, I swear my body slept good that night. My body felt safe. It felt like it needed to rest. And I no longer hold on to that stress that I was holding on. It just dropped like weight. I promise you, I slept like a baby the night he left.
Wow.
Yes.
And sometimes getting that like when you went into that like straight A's or honor student, that was that validation, that was that defense self. Like it's part of escapism to be like a perfectionist or have good grades. Schoolwork and academics can be a vice. Just like some people can do drugs, some people can get their dopamine just like passing the class, getting an A, people validating them like, you're smart, you're good, you're this. And then those are the people that if they're in a toxic situation, once they graduate, everything, like I was like really good at school, graduated, did all this stuff. Once you get to the now what, because now you have finished everything, that's when stuff really get real and hit the fan. It's like, oh crap, like my life is terrible. Like this person is terrible. They're terrible. Like you really start to get back into reality and it all hit you at once. And that can destabilize you too. But that's like when you was in that relationship, you were finally in your identity role, not like what someone thought you should be, as a child, like you should be smart because smart make me look good. It's not that. It was just now it's me. This is my identity, my choices, but this abuse is happening. So that's why it really hit your brain hard.
Yeah, and when I was going to college and stuff, I was doing like online, and I think that is my coping mechanism, because even though there were times when he had me doing things and I just made that deadline, turning my work in, I was still on the dean's list regardless. I kept my grades and stuff up doing that. But then, like I said, my third year in law school, my sister passed away, and I struggled to finish that third year. And people, yeah.
China got qualities.
I wanted to be a criminal law attorney. Yes, I did 3 years, and that third year I struggled because my sister passed away, and people was like, she will want you to finish, and I pushed through that, and I stopped because I couldn't. But I'm honestly thinking about going back. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm thinking about going back.
Yeah. That's how you was able to get that attorney.
Yeah. And you have that experience, you have that experience.
He underestimated you.
Yeah.
Yeah, going through different things in life, that should motivate you. I mean, and you went through this actual experience, so you know that there are people out there that are waiting, that need somebody that knows about this to come on. You better stop playing, woman.
I'm thinking about going back. People been trying to talk me into it. And I'm thinking about.
You said you was an honor student. I mean, I look at people who got those big heads with filled with brain and smart, like man, that's all I would want. They go out there and get in and I can go through school and it's a breeze.
And really be able to help people in these situations, because I really feel like that illegally, a lot of people really, really underestimate the narc in court. Like they really underestimate how low and dirty they can get.
Yeah.
And they feel like, well, no, they said they're going to, you dealing with a liar, but they be like, they said they'll just, sign the papers, or they said they say a lie, but they're a liar. No. You're going to get in that court and stuff going to hit the fan, and you're going to react emotionally if you're not with a trained person that really handles that.
That's right. And that knows how these people.
They know how to do it. They'll tell you, hey, you're going to have to get a restraining order. The first divorce I was young, I'm like,
they're not easy to get.
They're not.
How many times I've tried, but one was so easy to get on me, but I had legit evidence. It's just so amazing how the court system penalized the victim. They re-victimized the victim, and help the abuser continue to abuse that person. And I've been through that so many times. I call the police so many times and reported so many things, and they're saying, well, we're not going to put resources into figuring out this or figuring out that. See, now they have that attitude that we don't want to do nothing until somebody DIE. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what they're waiting on. They don't care about all that other stuff. And it's sad, because I told them that. I say, that's what it's going to take for y'all to move. And I said, y'all going to see. That's why everything I say in court, like when I told you, I said, he come in my space, I will defend myself. I'm making sure everything is on record. Everything, because I'm telling y'all, this man is a threat to me. I came in here trying to get a protective order 2 times. This man is a threat. And so now when somebody get hurt and it end up being him, I warned y'all.
Hey, and that's not a funny, but it's a territory that we all hate, dread having to look at or deal with, because it's like, I mean, just like you saying, like, hold up, how do I protect myself? Yeah. And the funny thing is, some people have, it's crystal clear. Some people, you could walk in their yard and, anything they say, it turn into a crime. But it's some people, you walk in their yard and they will shoot you dead.
Yep.
And then call the police, say, hey, somebody broke in my yard and I shot them.
Yeah.
Boom, come get them.
Yep.
And that's all y'all hear about. That's all we heard.
That's why I encourage everybody, if you can, exercise your Second Amendment right, because I definitely do. Because these people are dangerous and they push the limits, and there are no limits to what they will do. And there will come a day when you have to defend yourself. And I'm not stressed that this man is trying to get in contact with me. I'm stressed. That's why I'm saying I wish he would leave me alone, because of the fact that I'm going to have to explain to my son why I had to do what I had to do to his father. And that's the part that I'm dealing with. I'm not saying I wish he'll leave me alone, because I know I'll never take him back. So that part is not bothering me. It's what I'm going to have to do. And that's why he's not coming to this doorstep, because he needs to get in somebody's head to have them to get in my head, which that is never going to work. Because if anybody ever look like they about to spill the words, get back together, you're gone. You're dead to me.
Don't do it.
You're dead to me, because I already told you once before. Don't tell me what this person said, and don't tell me what you think we should do. I will cut you off. I don't care who you are.
There you go.
Especially if you're going to interrupt my peace and do something I told you not to do, you have to go. Our relationship, DIE, that night, that day, is gone.
So now I do not know you. Do not call me nothing. Don't say nothing. I don't want to
No.
hear nothing. And nothing for nothing leave nothing. Hey, y'all. Josie Furry. Thanks for that super chat. So thanks for everything you do. Yes, indeed. We appreciate you. Appreciate the love. Ladies, what we gonna leave? What y'all gonna leave these people with on this good Friday night, headed into the weekend? What y'all gonna leave with tonight, ladies? Come on. Give them something to work with and think about for the weekend. I want you to bust them in their head real hard. Right now.
I think the last laugh for me is that I love to laugh and they hate that. But no matter what they try to do, any of them, like the whole Trail of Tears, and that's saying it from a codependent perspective because non-narc here. But if anybody knew the struggle, they would know why I'm laughing. But the whole Trail of Tears back there, no matter what they say or do, or how bad they try to slander, or whatever embarrassment they try to do, no matter what, they all try to attach themselves to my name.
Woo!
And I'm like, I don't even know them like that. And that's the last laugh. I can walk around and right. For the most part, a lot of people on here, you were the prize. You can still go places and you still were the one that was shining bright. So no matter how many times they be at the door begging, like, hey, I know her, blah, blah, blah. The last laugh is when you just be like, I don't even know who was that. You missing more teeth? No, I'm playing, but that's
Yo, sure.
But that's it though, because that's at the end of the day, we really didn't know him. And it's sad because they might get up to the throne and Jesus might be like, hey, depart from me. I never knew you. And that's the saddest thing of all, because that's what life they chose to do. They wanted to be the clown. But guess what? Everyone is laughing at the clown. That's all I want to leave guys with tonight.
Everybody laughing at the clown.
My last laugh is him teaching me that I could live without him.
Yes.
That's the biggest laugh that I could ever have, because there was a time when I thought I couldn't. There was a time when he told me, I bet if I left, you wouldn't know what to do. There was a time when he withheld affection and love from me. And I thought I wanted it and I thought that I needed it. But he taught me that I could live without him. He taught me that I could survive without him. He taught me that I can go on and be indifferent and not even think of his existence, that I could look at his son with his same name and his features and not even think of him. So that's my last laugh, that that person thought that he left a lasting impression on me when really, when he ghosted me, he disappeared completely. It didn't take me nothing but a month to get past that. Y'all got this information. Y'all got the upper hand. That discard is the best thing that can happen to y'all, because y'all got the cheat sheet. I'm telling you, we tell y'all what to do. When they walk off, let their ass go. Just nail that door shut until you can change your address. Let their ass go out there in them streets and dumpster dive like they do, because that's all they did all their life. They are trash, and all they dig for is trash. Yes, we were trash at some point because they saw that we didn't have our self-esteem, that we didn't know our self-worth. We were trash at one point, but now we're somebody's treasure.
Yep. Woo, well said. Well said.
Drop the mic. Good gosh. Drop the mic.
I know.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I told y'all we was coming in here tonight to obliterate this monster. Look here. I just want to say the last The last laugh, guys. The last laugh is waking up, not feeling lonely, not feeling deceived, not feeling depressed, not feeling anxiety, waking up every day not being lied to, not having to make pretend in life, every single day being happy.
Yes.
Being happy just off life.
Yeah.
You don't need no extras, just life every single day. Your good times, your bad times, you're happy, having your life back. The last laugh is the person that was here to destroy you run so much game that they tricked themselves and they ran off so you didn't have to leave them. The last laugh is that fool ain't ever getting back. No, no, no. They did all the work for you. The last laugh is you don't have to live in regret every single day of your life. You don't have to live in regret. You don't have to regret because you gave your all. You don't have to hold your head down. You don't have to be in pain anymore. The last laugh is you get to look at the sun rise and you get to feel. You hear me? You get to feel the sunrise. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody ain't living in that place where you feel the sunrise. Everybody don't know how it feels to wake up and just smell the morning air. Just go outside and take a deep breath and your heart ain't in pain. Yeah. Your head, you ain't got a headache no more. You ain't depressed no more. You ain't sitting right here beating yourself down no more about this trifling situation. Yeah. The last laugh, ladies and gentlemen, is a laugh you're going to have with yourself about how happy you are. Just enjoying your life. The last laugh is the best laugh because the narc ain't got nothing to do with it. They have nothing to do with it. You ain't laughing at them. They don't even exist in your life anymore. Yeah. They do not exist in your life anymore. Yeah. The last laugh is, I'm happy. Yeah. I'm happy. I got my life back. Look here. Everybody walking around ain't living. Okay? Everybody that's walking around ain't living. And for you to be able to be here and to be able to enjoy your life. Yeah. Be able to enjoy, to be able to accept everything that's coming to you. To be able to give others, man. Yeah. That's something a narc ain't ever gonna do. They ain't ever gonna give up themselves. It's a total setup. It's a total fraud over there. The last laugh is, man, guys, you got your mojo back. You got your life back. You found your purpose. It ain't got nothing to do with the narc. You found your purpose. You found your you again. You found what you lost before you got with that devil, with that monster. You found you again. And you get to walk off into the sunset. Yeah. I know some people think that, but am I going to be happy? You ain't never going to be sad again. Nah. Once you learn how to love that person in the mirror, you ain't ever gonna be sad again.
No.
Did you hear me? The day you get it right with the person in the mirror, you are not ever going to be sad again.
Yeah.
Ever. And that's where I'm laughing, y'all.
Yeah.
That's where I'm laughing right there. Like, wow. I get to get, man, listen, my family's coming over my house for a cookout next weekend. Good God, we gonna play spades. We gonna drink and act like fools and talk more trash than ever. Okay, I'm gonna turn a table over in this backyard back here. Okay,
I was like, I'm a cookout.
you know why? You know
See how it goes.
because that is the kind of happiness.
Yeah.
Because I ain't never felt it before. This is the first time in my life, besides being a child, that I'm actually around family members and I'm having fun and I get to love on my family the way I want to. When you got a devil in your life, man, it's gonna prevent stuff like that.
Yeah.
Be out here just loving your people, like they see that.
Yeah.
And they take that personal when you get too happy around certain people. And I ain't got that in my life no more.
Yes, Lord.
I don't gotta pretend for nobody, no more, guys. I don't have to pretend for nobody that I'm too happy. I ain't got it. No, I ain't too happy. I ain't too happy over here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm as happy as I want to be. I can act a damn fool if that's what I want. That's what I want to do. and ladies and gentlemen, that's a freedom. That's a freedom. This is the first time I've ever felt this before. You know it. You had some crabs. We go playing old music. I already told all of them, look.
Gonna do the electric slide or the stump.
We gonna do the electric slide. What's that new one? It's a new one out there too. I'm gonna learn how to do it because I'm gonna be dancing. I'm gonna be dancing too. That's my point. Guys, we lose ourselves.
Yeah.
Playing a role for this fool. And you lose yourself in it, and you forget about what really matters in your life, man. And that's what really matters to me.
Yeah.
Around people that love me, that care about me, that I love and care about, and we just smile. And even if, and I know they might be going through some stuff, I might be going through some stuff, but at the end of the day, man, we shared some time together, and we were able to put a smile on each other's face. And I have anybody at the cookout acting stupid, showing off, showing out, cussing me out, acting just I don't have any distractions. The last laugh is that you got your life back.
Yep.
That's it, y'all.
I don't think it's getting your life back. I don't mean to cut you off. I think it's finding your true self, because I was never my true self. I was always in a depressive state from childhood. So I think I found my true self, and that's through your assignment. You find who you're supposed to be. And I want to add this on there too, that a lot of people tend to cuss God because of what happens to them, but they let the devil get away with it. You don't talk at God, you talk to him. You curse that devil because that's the one that's doing this shit to you. And you're not going to get your blessings cussing God and blaming him for everything that's happening in your life. We all have to take accountability and give that accountability to the devil. God said he was not going to intervene again without us asking when he flooded the earth. So if you don't ask him, he's not going to give. You have to ask. And that's the promise he made. So stop cussing at him and demanding him to do shit that all you have to do is ask for.
Hey, that's all he said. Say what you want. He said, say what you want say what you want, and he gonna give it to you. Now that's gonna take some work. You gotta do something too. Yeah, you gotta do something to say you really want it.
Mm-hmm.
What? You gonna get it. You gonna get anything that you actually want. Anything that you actually want. Hey, look, Lord, you said, get this to me. That's why now my prayer is, man, you done bless me beyond, man. Give some of it away. Give some other people some. Give some people some of mine. Take some of mine and give to some people that need it more than I need it. Because I'm going to make it. Because I know you got me. I know if something happened to me, I know that's what God meant to happen to me.
Yeah.
Trust him. And that's just what it is.
He sacrificed his son. What make us so fucking special? He sacrificed his son. Come on, we ain't special. And he was perfect.
That's it. Well, hey, y'all enjoy this weekend. Y'all got a whole assignment. Get out here and enjoy it. Do something for you. And for those who still on the fence, still playing the phone tag with the narc, man, I'm going to just say, if not right now, when will you choose you? If not now, when? That's all. And we're going to leave you just the way we came in here with nothing but love, peace, and Soul Train.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Soul Train. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Have fun for me, Harry, y'all.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You know it. What up, Mark?
Bye, guys.
What up, Mark? Good night, everybody.
Good night.